It's Friday, November 7th, 2025. I am at Joel Pearl, thejoelpearl.com on Blue Sky, and it's time to get in the weeds. A fabulous Friday here in the city of Toronto, overcast. It's a little rainy, but we're getting through it. It's going to be a good weekend. Jeremy Lambert is here. He's ready for the good weekend. He's ready for, hopefully, a more relaxed weekend than we've had for the past month, possibly longer. It's going to be boring. We're going to do boring. And someone's going to open up the side door, take a shit out the side of the car. I get it. I know. It's just the way it goes.
What?
Isn't that the line? That's the Sean Ross Sapp line. Everyone's going to take a day off until we find out that Hulk Hogan opened the side door of a van, take a shit out of it.
Well, I don't think he'll be doing that.
Well, that's why I didn't use his name. Plus, also, he sucks.
I mean, if he does, that would be pretty big news, honestly. So
I'd have a lot of questions, and I'd probably not want the answers to them. I'd just let it go, just like he would have on that highway.
Did you get a haircut, Joel?
I did. Okay. Yeah. I got a haircut, got my beard trimmed, figured it would be one of those weekends to do it. My mother's in town, and it's a nice, well, it's not nice right now, but it's a nice weekend to have a good look. So I did it. Oh. I never get my beard trimmed by my barber, but I had time this day. This was Wednesday night, which by the way, I usually go in the morning and the afternoon. I had to go in the evening because my day got all tossed around on Wednesday. Remember, my kid was home. So after I put him down for bed, I had to run over and get a haircut, and he was just chilling. My barber was just chilling on the couch, watching Netflix. It's 7:30, 7:45 at night. And he's like, yeah, I got you, of course. So I sit down in his chair, and he's like, you want to do the beard too? And I'm like, yeah, you know what, I do. And then we get to the beard part. He's good, all good, trim. And then he does the put you back, because he's going to do the towel, the towel and the straight razor. Okay, Clean you up, line you up. He puts the hot compress, like the hot towel, okay, because it's a hot towel shave. And then I shit you not, I can't see it, but he's got something starts going boom, 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 boom into my face, all the way around. And I think it's a Theragun. And for those who don't know what a Theragun is, it's like a massager gun, where just most wrestlers would use it to pound into their aching areas. It's supposed to emulate a massage. I'm pretty sure the dude was using a Theragun on my face before he got me lined up. So that was a new experience that I had never had before. I got my face pounded in.
I can't do the straight razor thing from the barber, because I've seen Sweeney Todd, and I'm always afraid that that's gonna happen. So it gives me the chills when I just think about it, because it's a very good movie. I know it's like a play and everything, but the Johnny Depp movie I thought was very good, and I can't do it because of that. So if you've seen that, you know what I'm talking about. I mean, I just kind of spoiled it or whatever, but yeah, I can't do it. It's not that I don't go to a barber anyway. We go to
First Choice,
a boutique, I guess.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad. Listen, better than what I said.
No. It's not like I go to Great Clips or anything. No disrespect to Great Clips. Used to go there all the time. Cheap haircut. I didn't have a problem with it. But we go to, I guess it's a boutique. The wife has been going to this person for years. So when I married into the family, it's all right, I go here now, which is fine. And they do my beard and hair when I ask for it. Clearly I don't go very often, but yeah, I couldn't do the barber with the straight razor stuff because of my fear of Sweeney Todd.
You just gotta let them do it. Nah. You just gotta trust the person and let them go.
Nah, can't do it.
Chat's experienced at Theragun. SB3's here. He says Theragun feels immaculate. And that's the thing, on the places that they normally get used, I believe it. Never used it on my face, but then someone in the chat's talking about how using it on your face can open up your sinuses a little bit more, which that's new. I mean, I guess it makes sense. You just got to know where to use it. I was just not expecting it. Just kind of, he didn't even say anything. He just did it all over my face. It just went for it. I was like, huh?
Just blasted all over your face.
That's right. Just blasted my face with his gun. Not his love gun. Oh, SP3 saying he only gets it used on his face. Okay.
SP3 gets blasted in his face all the time.
SP3 loves getting his face blasted. Listen, after we got away with Wednesday's show, I'm feeling like we'll be okay. There has been some wild stuff going on with our thumbnails, with our content. I don't know what it is. We're all deprived. It's weird.
I mean, bless Chelsea Green for giving me an easy headline and thumbnail and everything. Yeah, I won't say what I was gonna say.
I mean, today, so pulling the curtain back, why is today's thumbnail the way that it is? It's because I was racking my brain for a solid 3 hours last night, being like, what are we doing? To the point where I even reached out to Jeremy about a quote, being like, I don't think it's this, but could it be this? And what it was when Paul Levesque was on the All In Summit, the podcast, whatever, where bunch of dudes in suits asking about how they make more money. And he talks about the outline of how much WWE TV time there is. And he makes a reference to SmackDown on USA and says something about like 2 hours, and 3 half the year. And I heard Pollock and Thurston talk about how they thought that meant they were doing another 3-hour SmackDown run starting in the new year. But Jeremy and I we're both under the impression that it's not that Triple H Paul Levesque was talking about coming off of the 3-hour runs that had just finished by the time this all aired, and they haven't talked about doing another 3-hour run with USA. So yeah, so that's how much I was racking my brain to get a thumbnail that wasn't just dumb. And this one's equally dumb because we landed on a dispute that is nothing but a dispute over the name of a show that doesn't exist.
Yeah, Joel was like, is this a thing? And I listened to it and I'm like, no. I listened to that whole Triple H summit, All In Summit is what it was called. And like I got articles out of it because you got to get something out of a 40-minute summit with the whatever his official title is, head of creative content influencer, whatever he does. Officer? Oh, I like influencer better.
That's going to be Logan Paul's next gimmick for WWE. He's going to be creative control influencer.
I like creative content.
That's what Mercedes should do. That's her next gimmick should be, instead of CEO, she's like, I lost the match. I lost all my belts. I have been downgraded. I am no longer CEO. I am now CCI. I am now creative control influencer. That should be it.
I like creative content influencer because it feels like that's all you do nowadays anyway, is you're just like, what kind of influencer nonsense can we do on this show? Anyway, I listened to that whole thing and got a few things out of it. Like, that didn't even like register like that line with me because so much of what he says is just
it's just monotonous bullshit. It's just monotonous.
It's just so much droning. Yeah. It's a lot of droning. But yeah, it didn't register with me, and you sent it to me. And you're like, is this a thing? I was like, nah, he's just like talking about like what they've been doing, what their schedule was. And as I mentioned to you, and I mentioned this when this thing first came out and people were like running a bunch of quotes and everything. It's like, this was 2 months ago. So if SmackDown was going to go back to 3 hours, probably would have heard something about it by now. No, I don't think SmackDown's going back to 3 hours anytime soon. Hopefully not, because I mean they got to figure out this 2-hour show, because the 2-hour show hasn't been great lately.
It's funny because when they got to the tail end of the 3 hours on SmackDown, it was still too long, but at least they were finding their footing and finding their pace on a 3-hour show. Then they went back to 2, and it was like, oh, what do we do? And it's like, well, you emphasize everything but a little bit shorter, and you cut the fodder, and we're gonna be okay. And then they're like, no, we can't do it. Cody Rhodes, top and the bottom of the show. Put him in the middle too. Cody. So you got stuck, and that's all that became of the 3-hour show down to 2-hour shows.
Yeah, the 2 hour shows. It's just not exciting. There's not a whole lot going on. Jensen and I were having this conversation last night of Jade Cargill won the women's title, and he's like, "Oh, excited for it, happy for Jade, and all this stuff." I'm like, she ain't got any challengers. She's just gonna face Michin a bunch of times. Like, is that what we're gonna do? Because there's no one on that roster that feels like a credible challenger. I assume they're just gonna run back Tiffany at least once, and then hopefully you bring somebody up or move somebody over, because there's nobody on that SmackDown women's roster that you can really feel good about of, oh yeah, this is a credible challenger and a good feud for Jade. They got no baby faces over there, and their heels are fine, but Jade just turned heel. You want a heel versus heel? That doesn't make a ton of sense. Yeah, that's a thin SmackDown roster. I know like Charlotte and Alexa over there, but I'm not really counting them because they're the tag team champs, and I assume they're not going to do like women's title stuff. And they're on more of Raw right now anyway. Although I know Charlotte's facing Nia tonight, and I'm really looking forward to that match because I hope they just punch each other in the face really hard. But I don't like that. It's a bad women's roster. It's not a bad women's roster as far as talent goes. I got to make that clear. It's a bad roster as far as how they've positioned it and who is important and who feels credible.
But they're not going to find those people because they don't put anybody ahead of anyone. This is something we've all talked about. It's everything is stuck in this vortex of who's on first. Like there's no hierarchy other than the world champion and then the bottom of the card. The mid card does not exist except for two people. There's no proper cycling. No one's being built, and there's a weak roster to begin with. I wouldn't put Zelina Vega in, toss her in there until she starts wrestling again, and it doesn't seem like they want to do that. And plus, people know how I feel about her as a wrestler. I don't think she's that great as a wrestler, but that's just me. Everyone's different, subjective art form, pal. But there are other people, like at least they're doing something with Kiana James. She's not just speaking for Julia. Granted, like it's not great.
She's losing. That's what they're doing with Kiana James.
And that's why you needed people to build up your roster. That's why it's okay to sit in catering as long as you're not sitting in catering every single week for several months. You should be cycled in and out efficiently. There should be a way to give you TV time. Like it's okay to have jobbers. It's okay to have people who lose. It's okay to have designated low card fodder on your way up to whatever storyline, title, whatever it is. There's got to be something.
Well, they have people who lose. This is the issue: is they have too many people who lose.
Yeah,
Michin is just a loser. And Chelsea Green's probably going to lose tonight. She goes to NXT and wins, and she goes to AAA and wins at least. But Chelsea Green's probably going to lose tonight. Kiana James loses all the time. B-Fab loses all the time. Candice and Zelina don't really wrestle at this point. That's the roster, right? Nia Jax loses all the time. Who else is there? Jade and Tiffany. That's what you got. And Charlotte and Alexa, they win, but they're the women's tag champs right now.
And this is why there are people in NXT who are not in title contention who could be brought up to be that lower card fodder. To at least build other people, like you said, or at least to be the person who gives wins to the people who are currently always losing to rebuild or reshape some of them.
Man, I'd bring the women in NXT up and just have them win.
Sure, if you want to do a quick one.
And no knock on get B-Fab or Michin or anybody or Kiana James at this point, but you've just kind of branded them as losers. So I wouldn't be bringing up NXT talent. Let's say, for example, Fallon Henley. Like, I would not bring up Fallon Henley. I know she's part of Fatal Influence and she's not coming up anytime. I'm literally just tossing a name out there. I wouldn't bring up her, but like, hey, you're just going to lose a bunch to Michin. Like, that doesn't do anything for Fallon Henley. And I don't think Michin is still credible off of that, because Michin is probably just going to lose to Julia or Jade anyway. Like, it's better to bring up someone like Jordan, have her beat someone like Candice or Zelina or Chelsea or Kiana, and then actually like make her. And then, yeah, she's probably not going to win the title or anything, but losing a title feud isn't so terrible compared to, especially if you're there on the main roster and you still maintain some consistency and some relevancy after the title feud. That's better than trying to like make Michin a thing at this point. Like Michin just has too much, and I love Mia Yim. I think she's fantastic, but she just has too much natural allegiance to losers on her right now.
Natural allegiance to losers.
I remixed the Cat Williams line because this is line like you have an
Yes.
unnatural allegiance to losers. Yeah. Like she has a
Well, like,
natural allegiance to losing right now.
it's like I've heard this somewhere. Why do I know this one?
Yeah, I took the Cat Williams line and just remixed it a little bit, you know.
Well played. I'm hopeful that they start bringing people up, but again, I don't know. I don't know if they have that. They seem to have this idea that their roster has to have a specific amount of people and they need to be in this specific place, and you cannot change the placement of where they are. And they're just stuck.
Yeah. Anyway, SmackDown's tonight, folks.
Get ready for that. Hold on, I'm getting something. Oh, okay. I'm wondering, is this hold on, is this a question or statement? Because this could it could be good for some Canadian friends. We'll see in a minute. Being told potential show, a potential WWE show. Statement. Okay, well then I can put it out. So Saturday night's main event and SmackDown are going to be in Montreal in January.
Yeah,
I am being hinted at. The Raw in Toronto could be that Monday.
Oh, okay.
So we shall see. It's a little something. So for those who are here, you might go. If I get a media ticket, I'll consider it.
You're not gonna get media tickets.
The quick train ride. So like full props to Sean. There have been times where I've reached out in the last little while. So when we were talking about the comp tickets being shut down, this was around the time when Edge was finishing up with his WWE contract, and Tim and I wanted to go to Edge's last match, the Sheamus match, the SmackDown match. And I reached out to Sean and we were able to get tickets through him. So once in a while, like again, full play to Sean, I asked him and we were able to get those tickets. So it's not impossible. It's just reaching out and then being like, hey, any chance? Full disclosure, they're not going to sell out that Raw in Toronto. Wow. They're not, unless the tickets are going to be cheaper. But again, as someone in the chat's pointing out, that could be the return of one Christopher Irvine Jericho in Toronto. Because there is a belief that I don't know who it was, but there was credence to this, and it made perfect sense. Doing special returns at the Rumble is a little difficult when you're flying a bunch of people to Saudi Arabia to do it. And the logistics of that is like you have to fly somebody, you have to get them through an airport. You're not going to fly everyone private. Like it's easier to just be like, here at this Saturday night's main event, which is the week before the Royal Rumble, this person's here, or on the Raw before the Rumble, this person's here, and they declared that they're going to be part of the Rumble. So that makes sense. And if you're going to do, let's say, Jericho coming back, yeah, I'd probably put him on the Raw or SmackDown or the Saturday night's main event before the Rumble, so that you build the expectation, because you're not selling tickets to the Rumble. Like you're not. People aren't going as much as Nick Khan and Mark Shapiro would love to tell you that everyone's going to Saudi Arabia for these shows. They ain't. And as a result, if you can fill up the houses domestically or internationally, in this case of going to Canada for WWE, then it makes sense to try and do something different with your talent coming back and try to fill the house on that. And then influence people to watch the PLE.
I think they should put everybody on the WWE corporate jet as they go to Saudi, and then they just like keep certain people under like a mask, and then that way they can't spoil it. And then you got like Damian Priest tweeting out like, hey, there's like 20 dudes under a mask on this flight. I don't know why, we'll see. Tune into the Royal Rumble from Saudi Arabia live on ESPN if you can get that app or that provider, because I don't know how it works. That's what Damian Priest would be tweeting, because he doesn't know how any of this stuff works. Hopefully it gets sorted by January for people, but I don't know if it actually will be. But that's how they should keep the surprises. Just put them all in the WWE jet, put them on our mask, and it's fine. You don't need to take a bunch of jets. They probably would. They'd be like, we can't pay Ridge Holland, but you know what we can do? To take 5 private jets to keep these people safe from being spoiled as our Rumble surprises.
First of all, everyone to know Juan's seen a mask. Second of all, I just realized, because King Potatoes meant pointing it out in the chat, I said Mark Shapiro. It's Mark Shapiro when he works for TKO. It's Mark Shapiro when he owns the Toronto Blue Jays. And I'm being totally serious. Yes. So
it's not the same person, right?
No. It's not the same person, but they're both Mark. They're both spelled the same way.
Yeah, it's spelled the same. Yeah, I know that. Yeah.
The reason why this is funny to me, and no one else is understanding this unless you're literally in the social media chat of our staff group, which even Jeremy's not a part of. So this is like 5 people, 3 of whom may be watching right now. Yesterday, someone in the staff chat asked, "Is this the same Mark Shapiro as the Blue Jays versus the TKO?" And I had to say no. One's Mark Shapiro, and I spelt it out Eyero, and the other one is Mark Shapiro, Eero. That's why my brain just now went to Shapiro. And also because I'm in Toronto and the Jays and blah, 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 blah. Mark Shapiro. What about a cruise to the kingdom? No, thank you. Cruising for a bruising, maybe.
To the kingdom?
The Kingdom Cruise. That Kingdom Cruise is what we're going to call it.
And none of this sounds good.
Never does.
Sounds good. No.
Anyway, Raw Toronto, January. Looks like that could be the play. I was expecting sometime in 2026, because like early 26, because they haven't been here since Elimination Chamber. That was March. So there we go. Let's all go play Spyro the Dragon. Louis got it. 20 minutes in, by the way. Leave a thumbs up on the video if you haven't already.
I haven't heard that game in a while.
It's a great game, Spyro the Dragon. Leave a thumbs up for Spyro the Dragon. Mark Shapiro the Dragon. And then if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. We drop content every day, sometimes videos, all the time clips, all the time shorts, all the time lives. You know what to do. And you can donate a super chat. Any message, question, or statement read on the air. Louis saying, stand up to billionaire Tony with the NWA.
That's literally what I texted Joel yesterday when we were talking about the thumbnail stuff. I was like, stand up to the Billy Corgan, standing up to the giant corporations.
That's the way it should be. Oh, that's right. We're all gonna get together. We're gonna take down that monster Tony Khan. What a guy. What a guy. You think someone should ask Tony about this on the next media call in 2 weeks when this news is already passed and it's no longer important?
Yeah.
That's fine. Listen, old news is being drudged up and discussed anyway, because The Rock spoke to the Hollywood Reporter. And this has kind of gained some traction. The story about The Rock having announced the death of Osama bin Laden before the president announced it. And Hollywood Reporter was like, so you tweeted this out, and it was before the president got on the mic and got to talk about it. And he talked about it. He's like, basically, I'm paraphrasing, a friend told me, and then said, don't tweet this. And then he did. And he's like, president's going on, in a few minutes, and you just outscoop the president. But you didn't say it specifically that he killed bin Laden. The tweet originally was, just got word that will shock the world. Land of the free, home of the brave, damn proud to be an American. This was May 1st, 2011, 7:25. And it was a whole thing. So should I read the quote from Hollywood Reporter?
Sure, go for it.
Says, quote, I've got a friend of a friend who gave me a call. The call was like, hey, this thing happened. And I said, okay, wonderful news. I was told on the call that the president at the time, Barack Obama, was going to make a speech in 20 minutes or whatever. I said, okay, great. So 20 minutes go by, and at about the 25th minute, I tweet this. Then I get a second call, and the call is, quote, yeah, the president didn't go on yet. And I went, quote, oh, shit. God bless The Rock. Just running on his own game.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyway, The Rock. The Rock knows things. The Rock has international politics down.
I mean, The Rock, like, in this case, he wasn't lying. You know, it's always very funny when The Rock is lying. But in this case, like, he was being truthful that he knew. Probably shouldn't put that tweet out there, but he's being truthful. Well,
I can't believe he got away with that. But it's The
I mean,
Rock.
did he get away with it? He had to delete it, so I
Yeah,
don't know,
but
like,
it
if he
still
fully got away
exists.
with it.
I just love that
Yeah.
someone brought that up in an interview because, like, I do not remember this. I don't remember what I did yesterday.
I don't remember The Rock tweeting that he knew about Osama bin Laden's death before anybody else.
Could you imagine that?
I thought John Cena knew first. That's why he announced it.
Yeah, that's right. Because it was after what, Extreme Rules?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Osama bin Laden has been compromised to a permanent
end. Oh my
Yeah.
God, that was just something else. So yeah, 14 years ago. This is on the WWE social page. So the show was in Tampa at the time. 14 years ago, but I don't have an actual like proper. Oh, May 3rd, 2011, and the tweet was May 1st, 2011. I am so confused right now. Who said it first?
I'm going with John Cena.
But how did John? Oh no. Okay. This was not. You know what? This was not at a time when WWE was putting up video immediately during a show. So this would have been 2 days later. So you know what? This tracks. So he did it after the show.
Yeah, I think John Cena still knew first. I don't care what The Rock says.
He was on the phone with Bin Laden.
Yeah.
John, they're coming for me. No, John, no. Boo. So, where'd you go? What major news scoop would y'all like to have spoiled in a tweet? Oh God.
I remember I spoiled
Samantha.
Samantha Irvin. Yeah.
My favorite was so yesterday we announced on Fightful Select. I posted the clip too that WrestleVotes and TC are going to be joining the channel. They're going to be joining Fightful Select. By the way, we were serious. You lock in now because the price probably going to go up. We got to pay these people. Also, we want you to get the best news. Not going to go up a lot, but you know, we have the annual price. Get in on it. But remember when Sean was on the show a month ago and he made reference to Wrestle Kita, Sports Kita shutting down the Wrestle binge or whatever they were calling it. I just had a good laugh because at the time I was thinking to myself like, oh, that means that certain people we know are going to be free. And so when Sean popped on and he was like, oh, I might see someone over here. I kind of knew immediately, but Jeremy saying, oh, I'm going to have to train this guy, opened up the door for me to say, oh, it's WrestleVotes. And I tweeted I put it in the private chat and you see Sean smile. And yeah, that was the story of WrestleVotes coming to the channel. Sean was trying to make it happen. And I knew, baby. I always knew. I knew before everybody, except for Sean, because he was the one doing the work. Jeremy's going to come back in a sec. He's doing stuff. We did get a super chat though from Joshua saying, thank you for coming in today, Joel. Hoping the work conditions aren't too hostile today and you don't get yelled at. I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and I show up on other days when I need to come and be a part of this program. Tuesdays and Thursdays. There you go. Look at that. Tuesdays and Thursdays are the SP3 day with Jeremy. Jeremy's here 5 days a week. He would do 7 if I asked him. I'm not going to ask him though. I think Jeremy's back. Hello.
Yeah, hello. My bad. I was switching up my internet, so my lovely wife is home sick today, and some children are home sick today. So usually I mean my internet kind of is all over the place anyway, but because extra people are home today, the internet is being occupied during this time when usually it's not. So I had to switch over my internet. And then I realized, so I plugged into like my Ethernet, and then I realized my Ethernet was not actually plugged in. So like I tried to switch it and I'm like, why is my internet not working? It's like, oh, it'd probably help if I plug in the Ethernet cable to the other side of things. So my fault, everybody.
Well done. Very proud of you. Yeah, we were talking about the WrestleVote stuff and how I had it, Jeremy. There you go. We didn't give away the scoop, but we knew what it was.
Yeah, I didn't know on air when it was going. I mean, you put it in the private chat. You knew. I didn't know anything.
I knew immediately because there's only one person that works on that channel that we would want. To be honest, it's not a shot at
Not
guys
Apter. I mean, come on.
No, and again, we speak highly of Apter for
Yeah.
multiple reasons. His work in the business is unprecedented. But we knew someone like WrestleVotes is a fit for a channel like ours. So him and TC coming over is a good deal.
Yeah. They got
My minimum. I like that you think I have a wage in this game. I have an appearance fee, and thanks to TNA, I haven't gotten much of it lately.
Did you not do a TNA review show last night? They ran first matches.
Why was I going to watch open old matches night? They showed you a match between the Colognes and the Hardys from El Paso, Texas in March.
Yeah, that's hilarious that they put that on there.
In what world am I going to do? They went so far with this Cedric Alexander and Santana thing. They're like, leave the belt in the back because I'm so pissed. And it's like, no, he left the belt in the back because he didn't have it yet because the match was taped months ago in like Baltimore or some shit. Or maybe in Edmonton. Either way, it's like, ah. Oh gosh. Someone saying I for a free Fightful Select subscription. I mean, I do get my Select subscription reimbursed, but good lord.
I didn't watch this show. I saw Kalani Jordan's promo and I was like, this kind of like detracts from what she said on Tuesday.
Because when did they film it? Like, did they film it on Tuesday?
See, they should have filmed it. Yeah, they should have filmed it on Tuesday when after the turn and everything. But it also feels like they didn't film it on Tuesday because the tone was different than what she was saying on Tuesday. Not that this is like a full-on like babyface promo, but it was far more babyface promo than what she said on Tuesday, where she was like fully leaning into being a heel.
So she's wearing, I think, the same thing she wore on Tuesday. So I'm just going back. I'm looking at the video. So maybe they did tape this on Tuesday, but like, why would you do a completely different delivery?
It was.
Yeah, she's wearing the same get, same outfit, same hair.
I assume it was taped on Tuesday because they announced it on Tuesday, like after her promo and everything. So I figured they just taped it then. It was like there were still heel vibes to it. She just didn't go as hard as she did in the promo with everything. And it just felt a little off compared to what she did on Tuesday. So I don't know which one they did first. If they did the backstage promo, like if they taped this first before she went out to the live audience, or if they did the live audience on NXT promo and then they taped this afterwards. I don't know the order of operations here.
Yeah, but like let's tell everyone a little secret. When they tape TNA, for example, and they do a batch taping, they know what the batch taping will consist of. So in other words, they tape 3 weeks worth of content and the backstagers, so they know what the mindset is. They know what the storyline is looking like and what the acting's supposed to be like. Why would it change on a Tuesday from what? It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
Well, it's TNA. But at least Kalani Jordan is being featured, and the TNA Knockouts title is the most important championship in the entire organization, because at least she's on television with the TNA Knockouts title, on the TNA show with the TNA Knockouts title. Meanwhile, Santana comes out and they're like, he left his world title in the back.
Just what?
Like, way to make the belt. And it's because the match was taped a month ago, and so he didn't have the world title. So you got to explain it away somehow. But so stupid that technically the first appearance of Santana since winning the title, he doesn't have the title.
Like the post Bound for Glory episode, the clip show, they did an interview with him, or at least something with the title. But like, to have him do a match, a taped match, have him show up for a match on a show that's not even being touted as any. They're trying to play it off as like live, but not. It's just it's baffling, and it doesn't. They think they're smart. They think they're smart.
I don't know if they think they're smart.
I think they think they're being smart. And like Bryn's saying in the chat, TNA has Turning Point next Friday, the 14th, with 0 matches announced. There's a Gold Rush episode of NXT that will feature a TNA Knockouts title 3-way. And that show is after Turning Point. Why?
Yeah.
Like 0 matches announced for Turning Point. They're going to spend that live episode of TNA show. First of all, they have 2 things announced. One is the Elijah concert because he's back, and then the other one is was Jason Hotch against Cedric Alexander, which honestly on paper that is a cool match. I'm looking forward to that match as someone who likes both talent and know that they are very good at this. However, is this leading to an X Division title match? Can they brand this maybe as a number 1 contendership match? Maybe Hotch gets a surprise victory. It's going to be Jason Hotch and Leon Slater at Turning Point. I'd be fine with that. There's just nothing. Like Bryn again says, there's more matches announced for Final Battle in December than TNA Turning Point, which is next Friday.
Dude, even the live show announcements of an Elijah concert and Cedric Alexander and Jason Hotch, like, you're not exactly telling me I need to watch this show when those are your big announcements coming into it.
Not even a Mike Santana versus the crowd, new champion, first time live on the air. Nothing. Not a Leon Slater, in action. Nothing. You're not even the Hardys. Not even the Hardys are back, and they are triumphantly bringing back the TNA tag titles. Nothing. God dang it.
Yeah, it's
no bueno,
but
man.
Just trust Carlos Silva. Trust the process.
Brother, Moose being the smartest man in the room was not what I expected. So Moose was speaking to, who was he speaking to?
WrestleZone, Bill Pritchard, our pal Bill Pritchard.
Our pal Bill over at WrestleZone. And Bill does the smart thing. He has Moose and he asks, hey, any reason why y'all were off for a month? Which is a question everyone should be asking TNA talent as they're, invited to interview them. And Moose, who, full cards on the table, did tell us once that he had a 5-year contract. TNA didn't like it, and he had divulged that information to us. This was after Scott D'Amore had been relieved of his duties at TNA. He was fired. Plenty of questions about that to Moose. And Moose is a locker room leader. And Moose has one of the longest TNA contracts on the docket right now. So he is one of the guys. And Bill asked, and Moose was like, normally I wouldn't be able to keep my mouth shut, but I've learned. He effectively says Carlos said there's a good reason for it, and I trust him. It's like, God dang it. We got to have Moose on our show so we can press him over and over again until he tells us something.
You know what the dumbest part about this is? Not necessarily dumbest, but what I find to be the dumbest, which is different than what other people might find to be the dumbest. I hate the trust the process line. And it's because I'm a basketball fan. And it's because this thing blew up with the 76ers, the process 76ers. Do you know what the process 76ers did? Nothing. They traded away everybody. Ben Simmons ended up being a bust who got scared to shoot the ball in the biggest moments. What's the kid's name? I feel bad for him. He had a bad injury history. Will's in the chat. He might be able to reference it. I'm gonna look it up right quickly. But they traded up for him. They were Fultz, Markelle Fultz. Thank you, Jose. Yeah, I couldn't think of his name. Markelle Fultz. He unfortunately had a bad injury history, and so that didn't work out. Look, Joel Embiid won an MVP. He's a very good player. He's working his way back in, and good on him. But the process 76ers, they're past that.
That's when you freeze? Because I can't pull up on Basketball Top. You're back.
Okay. All right. So the process 76ers, like, they're past that with everything. And Ryan's right. They did get screwed because Brian Colangelo had a plan. And I don't necessarily think he was wrong with this plan, mind you, because literally the Thunder did the same thing. And Adam Silver came in and was like, not Colangelo, who was the GM? Oh my gosh, Hinkie, Sam Hinkie, right? Isn't that his name? Somebody will correct me or tell me that I'm right. So yeah, he came in. Yeah, Ryan confirmed that I'm correct. He came in and he had the plan, the process plan of like, yeah, I'm gonna kind of trade away all these picks or trade away these players, get all these picks, rebuild. Here we go. And the league was like, nah, he ain't doing all that. And so his plan didn't really come to fruition. And then Colangelo came in. He kind of had a different plan. Regardless, the process Sixers didn't exactly work. They're better now, honestly, because they got Maxey, they got Edgecombe, McCain. I mean, the Paul George trade, we'll see, or signing, we'll see how that goes with them and everything. My point being, when someone says trust the process, I just think like, so you're gonna get to the second round. That's it. You're not going any further than the second round. You're not winning a title. You're not even getting to the conference finals. You're going to make the second round. And if TNA is just happy making the second round, which I think at this point they are, then okay. Then I will trust the process with TNA. But if you actually want to win a championship, don't trust the process. Find a different process.
Nope. I've had this conversation with so many people in and out of TNA. None of it makes sense. A lot of it is speculatory. And if we got to wait for this TV deal to drop, that's the next time we can ask Carlos about it. And he'll tell us, dotting our I's, crossing our T's, getting it over the touchdown line. Like, he'll make every single sports reference he can until he just tires everyone out from asking, but why? And someone in the chat earlier was like, nobody told TNA that there's no offseason in wrestling. Again, if you set a precedent that you do have an offseason, and hopefully it's not after Bound for Glory, because that's absurd, then like you can get away with it. You can have an offseason in wrestling. Like Lucha Underground had seasons. Like, it does exist. It can exist. It's wrestling. It's not real. You set the parameters of its existence. But you can't just go dark and not tell anybody what's going on and expect that to be like, oh, it's our off season, because you didn't explain that there's an off season. Every single sport that has an off season, when the off season starts, and it's after a big championship win, and that's what they did here.
Yeah, they really went to an off season.
Yeah, then their off season was the big title win, and then they're like, oh, take the rest of the month off, chill out. Can you pay me? Chill out. Go on a vacation. Yeah, but I get paid, right? Go enjoy yourself. Have a good month. We'll see you in November. Yeah, but what about the money? Have fun. Tell your family about TNA wrestling. Yeah, that's as far as you get.
Ryan's correct, and the league did not trust the process when it comes to this. I think Hinkie had the right idea. I truly do. I literally watched it play out with the Thunder. And people got mad about the Thunder of a black eye for the league, because after they traded George and Westbrook, Sam Presti literally took out like a full page ad in the paper and was like, hey, these next couple of years are gonna suck. They're just not gonna be very good. Stick with us. Trust what we're building. Let's trust the process. Trust what we're building, and I promise it'll be. Jaleel Okafor is a great pull, Louis. I promise it'll be okay. And even Shea Gilgeous-Alexander said the same thing. He knew when he got traded there, they weren't going to win a whole lot. And he got asked about that. And people were like, oh, Shea's going to leave. He's going to be out after a couple years. He's going to get tired of all this losing. Shea was like, nah, I trust Sam Presti. I trust the organization. I don't think we're going to be losing for very long. And hey, it paid off. The draft picks hit. And now they're in the best situation of anybody in the league. Got a championship out of it. So the trust the process thing, it makes sense, but a lot of things got to go your way for it to make sense. And it is a slogan to say things suck right now. We know things suck right now. But we are optimistic that things won't suck forever. But you know what? For every Oklahoma City Thunder that is out there, that the process actually paid off, there is, apologies to my wife, there is a Cleveland Browns who trust the process, and they just continue to suck every single year. All right? So that's how it goes with these things. Yeah, there's examples of it paying off. There is. But for every example of paying off, you can probably name 4 or 5 examples of continuous rebuilding and it not working. So trust the process, everybody. Trust Carlos Silva, everybody.
23 years of trusting the process. I don't know if I want to go back to work next Thursday.
You're not excited for Cedric Alexander and Jason Hodge? You actually did mention like you think it'll be a good match.
Yeah, I think I'll look forward to that. I just there's nothing currently on the slate that's making me look forward to going back to doing TNA and being up late on a Thursday. I don't know. We're getting every day we're getting a little bit closer to one of two things happening: me quitting or TNA quitting for me because they moved to Wednesday nights.
You had your out. You had your out at Slammiversary.
I know. I did, but I like getting paid for my work. I think I do a good job most of the time. I think it's a good day when TNA wrestlers still like me and the office doesn't. It's a good day for me. What can we do?
Yeah. Now you had your out. You didn't follow through on it, Joel.
I didn't.
You reneged on the bet.
I did. It does happen sometimes. I'm just not a betting man.
It's happened too often lately.
Yeah, well, maybe I'll just
owe us glasses on your tape on your glasses.
Do a WoW post show. They're saying no, thank you.
That sounds terrible.
Well, yes, it does. There are people who do that. There are people who do a WoW show. Someone's saying review Evolve. Why would I review Evolve? They're also on Wednesdays.
Oh, okay.
Do you listen? I read the super chat while you were indisposed. It was about you berating me.
Yeah, I know. That's why I wasn't sure.
I did. I got it out of the way so that I didn't get your opinions on berating your ideas. Because you're a monster.
I berate everybody.
That is true. You're the Bryan Danielson of this shit.
What's very funny is like I berate Joel, and then SP3 like takes the role of me when we do the show, and he's very loud and animated, which I respect, I appreciate, and I don't care enough. I'm more even keel when it's SP3. Like I don't yell back at SP3 because he's the one doing all of that.
He does so much yelling.
Yeah, so I'm more even keel, but like I think SP3 is fantastic. I think he's hilarious. But like I don't like give a shit about really any of this stuff. None of this is important enough. It sounds a little strange, but none of this is like wrestling is not important enough, and the thoughts on these storylines and what these billionaire companies are doing is not important enough to me to like be mad at your opinion or SP3's opinion or SP3 yelling or you not yelling. Like even me yelling, like I'm just fucking around and turning things up on the show. But when SP3 is turning things up, I feel like I turn things down a little bit to counterbalance it. But like I'm never actually mad about this stuff. I'm just like, all right, cool.
I just don't have yelling in me, especially about wrestling.
No, I respect that you don't yell. I do. You do get me like not legitimately heated. Well, you know the what was the argument last week?
The women's tag title tournament.
Yeah, the women's tag team title. Like I wasn't
bring in some loser teams to lose.
Like I really don't care, but I just was trying to
go ahead
and be entertaining with it because you were playing it very even keel, and I did feel bad that like you like actually got annoyed because like I don't care enough about this stuff to like really be mad about whatever your opinion is. Do I think like your argument didn't have as much merit? Yes. But I'm sure you thought my argument didn't have as much merit. So I completely understand that.
It's wrestling. Nobody's argument has merit.
Yeah, I just yelled because Again, I just wanted to be animated about things.
Should have
So.
turned down my volume at that point. Jesus.
Yeah, that's for everybody. Everybody should have.
There were people in the comments being like, "Nah, I can't with Jeremy and the yelling," and I was like, "I get it. I get it. You get a heart."
I don't do it often, but sometimes I just think it's fun to just go over the top.
Yeah, 13. Like yelling isn't great, especially
Like that's you know what, that's very fair. Like I'm not even like mad at that thought that yelling isn't a great listening experience at 7 a.m. First off, we appreciate you tuning in at 7 a.m. 13,
yeah, the people who normally only listen to us at 7 a.m. are the wrestlers who have to be on the show.
Yeah. I do try to get Jensen to yell.
Oh,
Jensen.
he was on one with the sports betting, which is exactly on brand for Jensen. Oh, if you haven't, after today's show, you know what? For the first time ever, I highly recommend this. Jeremy, we should clip that.
Okay.
We should clip that. All about sports betting and UFC and Jensen just losing his mind. Because you mess with Steven Jensen's betting odds, you have made an enemy out of Steven Jensen. And nobody makes an enemy out of Steven Jensen. The only way you do it is if you fuck with his gambling. I feel like we should have an intervention.
I do. I mean, I've tried that for many months to have an intervention.
The intervention.
Yeah, I've tried that. But my favorite part of Jensen's yelling is he's like, and then this dumbass referee, and this dumbass fighter, and this dumbass referee. I always try to troll Jensen about like Cody and everything. Everyone knows that at this point, that I'm just trying to troll him about things. But yeah, I just let Jensen be Jensen on this stuff, and it works out. Jensen's fantastic. He does need an intervention with the betting, though. He 100% needs it. That man is when he's like betting at 3 a.m. on NASCAR, I'm just like, what are you doing, Jensen? Like, he's betting on people playing video games. That's an area where like I gotta draw the line. That's where like I don't know if it's like you could easily fix that, right? Like if I'm playing 2K and I'm like good at 2K, I tell my friends like, hey, I'm gonna lose this game here today. Put a bunch of money on the guy I'm playing against. Well, you can easily fix that stuff.
That's the thing is, listen, anything is fixable if you're getting underpaid and you feel like you're undervalued. Esports, though, are currently there. Yeah, there are gray areas, but there's a lot more regulation coming into play with esports, especially as people are getting into betting for it. So like when it comes down to like cheating and stuff, people can spot that shit. Because remember, you're dealing with nerds. You are dealing with people who know the ins and outs of the games. They know the sprites, they know the frames, they know the frame rates, they know the coding of the game. They know if someone's using something to get an advantage that is illegal in the esports realm. So as a result, in some ways, esports might be a more ethical bet, or at least a more I don't know, serious bet than typical sports. Clearly UFC, they don't give a damn. They'll let anyone do anything. I could be a referee. I don't know what to do, but that's good enough. I could be a UFC referee at this point. No, but esports, man, they check everything in and out. It's kind of wild.
I do agree with that. I can definitely see how that stuff works. And obviously, what's very hilarious about this whole conversation, I'm literally just placing a bunch of bets on my phone right now. I'm just out here betting on not esports, but I am just making some bets right now. But with the esports stuff, I can see that. I used to watch the Mortal Kombat tournaments all the time. That was my shit. Like I thought that was like the coolest thing ever. Those Mortal Kombat tournaments. The infamous Sammer turned me on to those, and so I would watch those all. They were intense. They were sweet. Like those dudes were so good and everything. I would get really into them. Like I got no problem like watching esports. I think it's very fun. Betting on it, I'm like, I don't know about that. But I do see your point of, yeah, they would take that stuff really serious. And with the whole UFC thing, is like they track line movement. Right? So that's where you would know if, oh, hey, I'll use the NBA 2K example. Like if player A is like favored against player B, and then all of a sudden player A becomes less favored. It's like, oh, why did he just drop? And that's what happened in the Bulgarian fight, is he was a minus 250 favorite, and that dropped to minus 150. And they're like, ooh, how do we have 100-point shift just before the fight? Something's up here. And that's how they kind of busted him.
Also, like, how can someone be that stupid to have a shift that major that quickly? Because I don't think you're supposed to. I think if you're smart about it, the odds are supposed to shift little by little until, it seems organic.
But yes, but we got to remember that like this is just a preliminary UFC fight on an Apex card. Like this wasn't even.
Just hoping this wasn't going to be even seen and like
no, it's not that it was being seen. Like I don't know how much money was like truly coming in on this fight in the first place is the thing. Like I just don't know how many people were like really betting on this preliminary fight with a -250 favorite who was kind of highly touted coming into all of this. So I don't think there was like a ton of action in the first place. So yeah, I think Jensen said it was like 18 million got put down on, which is way too much, mind you. But even if you like put down 2, 3, 4 million, it's like that's still a lot for a UFC preliminary fight. At least I think it is. I mean, I don't know. I'm somebody who bets like $2-3 at a time. So anybody betting 2-3 million at a time is definitely like, no, I don't know what's happening here. So, but I would think for a UFC preliminary Apex fight, anything over $1 million would be a lot. It's like, who is placing this much money on that? That's how Jonte Porter got nailed in the NBA. Is like he's some role player, some like 12th man off the bench for whichever team he played for at the time, and like nobody's betting a ton of money on Jonte Porter props. You're just like, yeah, maybe $100 here. Like I just don't think no one's risking thousands of dollars on what the 12th man on a team is going to do. And then all of a sudden, someone was risking hundreds of $1,000s on what the 12th man on a team is going to do. And it's like, wait a second, what's going on here? So that's how they nail these people is people want to put down too much money on stuff that you can't put down that much money on. But it makes sense because those are the people being contacted. Right? Like you're contacting these UFC fighters who were making 15 and 15 a fight, which is no money at all for everything they go to. And they're offering, who knows what they're offering, but let's say like $50,000, $100,000. And it's like, oh yeah, I will definitely throw that. Like you're not contacting LeBron James of like, hey LeBron, throw this game for me. Like LeBron's got enough money in the world to do all this stuff. Like he doesn't need to. That's why like the Chauncey Billups things felt like a bigger deal because like Chauncey's if he's not a Hall of Famer, he's close to it. He's a champion. He made good money during his career. He's making good money as a coach. Like that's not someone who like needs to really throw games on this or influence games in that way. And for some reason, and money, but he's involved in all this. But that's why Damon Jones is the guy involved in this. He's the guy getting the information because Damon Jones is not in the league right now, but he can get the information and influence in that way. But he's the guy out there getting that information. It's not LeBron getting the information. It's Damon Jones. So that's how, or Damian Jones. Like that's how it works. This is the funniest thing in the world, Ryan. Baseball players have been outed. Yeah, there's a big scandal with like the Guardians, like a bunch of their players got popped. The most hilarious thing of all this is like Shohei got popped and they're like, his translator is doing all that, and everybody's like, okay, yeah, sure. Shohei is the translator is just doing, and Shohei just all of a sudden doesn't speak any English. He's like, I only speak Japanese here until Cameron Brink comes around and then he speaks perfect English. But like, it's amazing. They just turn a blind eye to Shohei. They're like, nah, we ain't losing this dude.
He's doing his Shinsuke Nakamura 2018 heel turn bit. He's just going up to Renee and saying, I don't speak English.
Like that whole thing just got dropped too. People are just like, yep, sure, translator, $100 million, sure.
Hell of a story. I loved it. I was just like, this is why I don't get into sports betting. This is why, because at the end of the day, there's always a way to explain it away and nobody gets, there's no justice in most of these. And I just, Jensen brought up the point. This was the other thing too. So Jensen bringing up like so many people are listening to like UFC's, they have like a sports betting guy say, put your money on this person because of this. And like Jensen was right to say, don't, they want you to lose. They are trying to play you to a point where you lose your money. They are trying to make idiots out of you. And that's, again, if everyone is controlling it, why are you accepting it? Like, why are you giving them the money knowing that you don't have any control of the sports betting world?
Because people look at it as a way they think they're making money off of this. But this is why the books always win, because you're not actually. Some people do very well. Like I've been betting for a couple of years now, since I basically, not since I moved to Ohio, but since I kind of like got into things. And I do fairly well. Like I'm not getting rich off of this stuff, but again, I don't bet $100 or anything. I bet $2-3 at a time. So people do well at this stuff, but more people do terrible at it, and that's what keeps everything in. That's what keeps all the books in business. But yes, when fighters, the UFC is like, oh, bet on this, bet on that. Like I watch a bunch of sports. Halftime shows, intermission shows, they're all like, oh, we had this player to score anytime goal. Look at this parlay out here. Like, it's all influenced by that. You have like FanDuel Sports Network. Hey, watch the Charlotte Hornets on the FanDuel Sports Network, and they're running the ticker at the bottom of like LaMelo Ball's over under is this. Keep track and all this stuff. Place your live bet on everything. Like, it influences so much because it brings in so much money. And that's how, again, these books stay in business this much, is because it brings in so much money. The way I bet, I'll give people tips here. Bet responsibly, bet online, use my bookie type of thing. You can bet online, whatever, but use my bookie since they're a main channel sponsor. I don't bet on like players like, oh, I think this person's going to do well tonight. I don't bet like, oh, I think Shea's gonna have a good game, 32 over type of thing. I use what's called EV betting, and people who are familiar with sports betting will understand that term. If you're not familiar with sports betting, you won't get it, and I apologize that this is all boring information to you. But it's EV betting, and it looks for mispriced lines. So one book might have a line at -110. But another book might have a line at the same line at +110, which means if you bet the line at -110, you put down $10, you win $9. But if you bet the line at +110, you put down $10, you win $11. So even though like that prop may or may not hit, if you find enough mispriced lines, in the long run, you will hopefully win. And that is my strategy when it comes to betting. It's sort of like the stock market and everything. Like, you just get out ahead of lines, you find the mispriced stuff, and you have enough volume to where even if you are only like, the best bettors go maybe 50%, right? Like, they win maybe 50% of the time. And that's if they're sticking to mainly like straights and stuff. You put a bunch of parlays and you're losing even more than that. But the best bettors win maybe 50% of the time. But if you have enough volume and you find enough line movement and mispriced lines, like that 50% still turns into a return on investment of maybe 10%. So you're still winning, even though your record might not. I had a weekend the other weekend. I went 1-10 with my bets. Not good going 1-10. But the one I hit was like a +5,000 parlay. So I ended up making a bunch of money because my one hit was a giant parlay where my 10 misses were also like kind of long shots and everything, but the +5,000 still turned into a profitable day for me. But this is how, again, books get the people who don't understand this stuff, because they're just like, I'm going to bet on this line here. I'm going to bet on this fighter because I think he's going to win. And then the people who bet on like gut feelings and things like that, even like research, that's how you lose too much on that. It's good to research this stuff, but I think the best bettors, you bet on lines, not players.
I am not a sports bettor.
Yes, I know. Again, that was probably very boring information for a lot of people, but if you do want to bet, I'm trying to help you.
Fair. Kaza sent super chat. The new dad. Hope he's doing well. I assume that that was your child who actually sent that money. At which point, thank you Thank you to your child.
Oh.
While you did all that talking, I also I forgot I have a new overlay for the show.
What the hell?
Yeah, it's a ring in an outdoor venue, kind of like
Why?
us, because wrestling and outdoors. That is the gimmick. It's bright.
So is this what we're using now?
It might just be the new thing.
Do you have a tri-box one?
Not yet.
Okay.
I will make a new one for the tri-box.
Okay.
But for now,
I like it.
You like this?
Yeah.
What do you think? Audio listeners, you don't get to say.
It's a little
Bright?
jarring at first,
Yeah.
but
it is a ring outside. It is a wrestling ring in an outdoor space. There are trees surrounding.
I feel like we need to get sponsors, and like then we can put like the sponsor on the mat there, right? Because it feels like there's a lot of open space there that we can use.
Oh, that's true. We do need the sponsors, and I can drag the overbooked logo onto the thing. I tried to make the 3D. Okay, so once upon a time, I was through my Photoshop, I was able to do 3D renders, but apparently my computer is now at a point where my Photoshop does not allow my graphics card to render 3D, which makes sense. It's a 1650 for those who know. It just needs. I need a stronger computer. So donate to the Joel Wants to Get a Mac Studio. And he has a line on one for $1,000 Canadian. So if you got money and you want to give me a Mac Studio, $1,000. You did not all at once, but all at once.
Good luck. You should try
and
betting.
We'll get 3. I'm not going to do sports betting to get there. but I will take it and I will do that. Yeah. Ryan, I've got an RTX 1650. It's a 5-year-old machine. I got it at the pandemic.
Wait, hold on. How do we do the like tiny? No, not that. Hold on.
Oh God. Oh, that's new. Yeah, there we go.
Can I move?
Oh, that fits. That looks nice.
No, I'm trying to move us to the bottom. How do I get us to the bottom?
That's this one. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's called the ITW Solo because if you're not here, this blows me up to. Well, I'll give you here to take a look. Like so now I'm in kind of a box thing.
Hear me?
No. I'd have to actually. I probably could have just taken you off the screen like that. But anyway, what happens if I? Oh God. Why is that happening?
What are you doing?
Okay, yeah, no, that's all me. Anyway, yeah, bottom 2 there.
Just you, Oos.
Yeah, day 1 Tribal Air.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, that's 2 of us on the bottom, and we can put more people up top, maybe. Probably not.
Now that it looks like there's just like too much space.
Yeah.
On top.
That's why I kind of stick with this because
that's
like the bottom part. Again, we get the sponsors on the bottom, then it's all set.
Yeah. I feel like we got a good bit there if we could just get some sponsors to sponsor this dumbass show.
Sponsors, get at us. You know a sponsor or you think a sponsor should sponsor us?
We can do the ticker at the bottom. Hold on, there we go. Let's just run that the whole time.
Feel like that shouldn't run because it's false information.
I don't think it's false information at all.
Fake news, if you will.
That's not true.
It is fake. I'm not negative. I'm very positive.
We should do a sports betting ticker at the bottom. I don't even know like what it would entail fully. But
it would be the definitive results of the upcoming pay-per-view.
Oh yeah, just like spoil the show on the ticker.
Every taped collision.
Yeah.
Just run the ticker.
I should make more use out of the ticker, honestly. What are I don't use like the banners. What if I just pop the okay? I mean, we have you'd have to like move the overbooked logo to the other side.
Also, StreamYard is not currently having audio.
Yeah, it's not having audio issues. I was just clicking the banners that are here. That's all.
I don't know what that was for. There was obviously for audio issues, but
I think it was StreamYard is having audio issues, Joel.
Well, thank you for that. Appreciate that. What's the BRB? Oh, we'll be right back. Are there others? Okay, there's the ad banners. Oh yeah, that's okay. That was a Sean and coexisting ones. We will be discussing SmackDown to avoid spoilers. That's nicer than us. We would just be like, yeah.
Wait, so where are you getting these banners from?
If you go into the banner side and then you go into the folders.
Oh, I'm just at example banners.
Yeah. There you go. See you making these.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay, all right, I see. Yeah, we should. All right, I want to make some.
Where's Gallows?
Banners here.
Where's Gallows? We need to bring him back for the tutorial on StreamYard.
Yeah. I gotta make some in the weeds banners going on here. This is gonna go.
Be sure to make a folder.
Poorly. Yeah. I'll make a folder. I'll make a folder. Yeah.
Makes sense.
I'm gonna I've decided the Jack Harlow tweets in the ticker, which I should. I'm going to day 50, and then I'm dropping it.
I thought we were going
50.
to. I thought we were going to get to Final Battle. We still don't have an opponent for Bandito, and I assume it's maybe going to be Blake Christian, who hasn't been on TV in a month.
Okay, I'll go to Final Battle.
Did we get him heat? Did we get Blake Christian heat?
He's on the poster. He's on the poster.
A lot of people are on posters that don't show up to work.
Well, all right, I'll go to Final Battle, and assuming Blake Christian, or until they announce the ROH World Title match for Final Battle, and if it's not Blake Christian, then I'm gonna drop it.
You know, it'd be great.
What?
I'd like this idea. Grays is saying put fake scoops at the bottom instead of fake scoops. You find the most ridiculous, stupid Facebook thing that you found. Like, and this is for the.
I don't check Facebook for.
This is for the chat. The most absurd. It's gonna be in the debunkathon post on Fridays on Black. One of those, and that gets run on the bottom of our.
Oh, okay. I can run one now. Hold on.
Okay.
I gotta make the ITW banners, but like we're not gonna use the same banners. Like I'm just gonna.
But no, we'd be moving in different banners. We'd be having different ones.
Yeah, okay. This is not a good one, but. All right, hold on, guys. Tony Storm. Oh, sorry, I don't want to spoil it.
My God, I knew it. Is actually Tony Schiavone in a wig. Yeah, it should be an NWA recap.
Hold on. Oh, an NWA recap. We gotta still talk about that, unfortunately.
We do. We should probably do that.
That's very unfortunate.
People might want to know what this important lawsuit is all about.
Yeah.
Very excited for this.
No, I don't want to leave. Sorry.
Don't leave. Don't go. Have we got it?
Yeah, I got it. All right. It's about to scroll.
There
there we go, everybody.
Yes, there you go. Tony Storm is married to Marina Shafir. Makes perfect sense to me. Does that mean that Juice Robinson is married to Roddy Strong? By extension?
Could be. Yeah.
Juice and Roddy would make beautiful children. They'd have wild hair.
Depends on which DNA they get. Roddy's got good hair.
Yeah, but Juice has big, thick, luscious hair.
Yeah.
Seems bad.
I was thinking of doing like poll questions for the show.
Oh yeah, we could do that. Everyone likes engagement.
Yeah. So maybe on Monday we will start doing. It's too late now. Monday we will start doing some poll questions here on this program. I'm basically just taking everything that every show kind of does like a poll question and whatnot, but I'm continually just stealing bits from the Dan Patrick Show since this whole show is influenced and created because of that show. The kids, I forced the Dan Patrick Show on the kids because that's what I listen to in the car now instead of music, and I gave up on the music. I'm like, I'm gonna listen to Dan. So the kids have obviously caught on to that, and I think kids was just like, why don't you call into the show? I was like, well, see, the show's on from 9 to 12, and my show runs 10 to 12, so it's like kind of difficult. And I thought of like calling in while I'm on air doing this show. I didn't know how that would work. Like that might be something. And then I explained the whole lore behind this show of like, yeah, this show was created because I love this Dan Patrick Show, and I just steal all their stuff, borrow all their stuff. As Dan
we pay homage to it.
Yeah.
So this morning, going back to the Toronto news, WWE did release 11 dates for Raw and SmackDown as part of the Road to WrestleMania tour, starting with February 2nd. You know which date has not been announced yet, but every other date has been? The Raw the weekend before. So January 26th does not have an official date yet. Once again, SmackDown on the 24th or 23rd of January is in Montreal. Saturday night's main event on the 24th is in Montreal. The Raptors aren't playing at Scotiabank Arena. The Leafs are not playing at Scotiabank Arena. The arena is open as far as I understand. So hint.
Yeah. All right.
Let's go to the Scotiabank Arena website, shall we?
See what their schedule says. Do you think they've spoiled it?
Let's see what the calendar has.
That'd be hilarious if they've spoiled it.
Stevie Nicks is coming. Oh, that's been rescheduled to next year. Never mind.
You look like Stevie Nicks.
Who?
You? singing. Yeah, I was singing a Taylor Swift song that
Oh,
references Stevie Nicks.
gotcha.
That's all.
Nope. Leafs and Avalanche is Sunday the 25th.
Ah, that's a
Leafs and
game.
Sabres Tuesday the 27th. Nothing on the 26th. Nothing listed. Sabrina Carpenter is here this weekend.
Oh, nice. You should go to that concert.
Oh no, it's actually Monday, Tuesday.
Yeah, you should still go. My
Should be
point stands.
with Raven Lene and Amber Mark.
I don't know
Well,
who those people
that's a
are.
wrestler, right? Amber Mark's a wrestler.
Amber Mark. I mean, I guess so. In a way.
She's in NXT, right?
Yeah. They probably do have someone named Amber Mark in NXT. At least they will soon.
I've got it. Yeah, I'm very confused by this Amber Mark.
I don't know who Raven Nix. That also sounds like an NXT ass name, honestly.
It's Raven Lene,
Oh, Raven
which is like
Lene.
Candice LeRae, but weird. I feel like Raven Lene is a Toronto name. Someone was pitching me on Raven recently.
Okay.
Hold on. Let's see what the Tuesday tickets look like. Monday, you gotta watch Raw on Monday.
You don't have to.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, these are resale tickets. Can we do a non-resale ticket?
Oh, the Sabrina Carpenter has heavy prices. I mean, I
Yeah.
would expect it. She's pretty popular.
A single standard ticket of what's available right now are section 107, so not upper bowl, the lower bowl, 568 Canadian.
Okay.
That's a lot of money for a concert.
Yeah.
If you want the verified resale, the lowest price is 409 for section 310. I don't think I'm going to Sabrina Carpenter.
Coward.
Unless the chat wants to donate $400.
We're not using that money to go to Sabrina Carpenter. I mean, I will, but
I will bring content back.
Will you?
Yes.
You got to get an interview with Sabrina Carpenter at that point.
Oh, that's a whole other can of worms. Best I could do is
Raven Lene. She could be a wrestling fan.
She probably is.
Well, there's that whole like she wore the Young Bucks shirt, and she's kind of like had outfits that have been wrestling expired. At least people have surmised that. So I think she might be a wrestling fan.
I thought Liv wore the wrestling inspired Sabrina Carpenter stuff, and also Britney Spears stuff.
Yeah, Britney Spears. No. Oh, I don't know. I'm saying Sabrina Carpenter wore like wrestling inspired. Like she has the like long jacket with that people thought was like an homage to Gunther. She wore like some gear or some outfit that people thought was like an homage to like Shawn Michaels. It was like tassel stuff that he would wear. So yeah, I don't know if that's true. The Young Bucks shirt is like legit. That's a real thing.
She's a CAA artist. Who do I have to contact? Touring, brand partnerships. Okay, let's touring. Oh, this is a whole fill out the thing. I'm just gonna reach out to a friend of mine who works with CAA and just be like, hey, what are the odds? And tell me it's slim to none. Hey,
to get Sabrina Carpenter on this show?
If it could be on the show, or if I can do something with her. It won't be anything in Toronto, but let's take a look.
We gotta get her on this show.
It would be great. It'd be a lot of fun. Love to do more crossover content.
Imagine if we got Sabrina Carpenter on this show.
Like, numbers mediocrely not through the roof. Sabrina, a bunch of wrestling fans just be like, oh, Sabrina Carpenter, who likes her? She sucks. And be like,
they suck then if they don't appreciate the greatness of Sabrina Carpenter.
Listen, man, these are the people who had a problem with Bad Bunny once upon a time.
Yeah, they suck. That's my point stands.
Yeah, but to a lot of these people, unless Sabrina Carpenter gets in the ring and has a great showing, they're not going to like her ever. Now Bad Bunny, every wrestling fan's like, yeah, we love Bad Bunny. He's the best. Because, he had a great reaction and liked going to wrestling.
She writes a lot of songs about sex. That's Sabrina Carpenter's brand. So wrestling fans might not understand that.
It's like the other day, what were we talking about? It was wrestlers who need to start branding soap and deodorant.
Oh, God.
So that if they're true leaders in the field, other people will start wearing deodorant and soap.
Well, some wrestlers, Blake Monroe wanted to, sell her bathwater soap, and everything.
That's a take
Sydney
on
Sweeney did
what's
it.
her face? Sydney Sweeney did that, but so did Belle Delphine. That was way back when. She started that trend, at least with the
I
online
get it. I get it. Nah, I know, Henry. I'm fucking around.
I'm not.
But
Wrestling fans are gross.
I had that part. Like
I went to All Out. I went to WrestleMania. They had to put us in a press box to keep us away from the regular people. They called them the normies.
If you don't like Sabrina Carpenter's music, I don't know, man. Like, I think she's good, but I'm also, that's my brand. Girly pop music is part of my brand. The other brand is like real rap out here. So opposite ends of the musical spectrum for me.
Henry out here boasting that he's married. Good for you, found love, man.
That doesn't mean anything.
It's true. Marriage can be of convenience.
I mean, that is convenience, but what's the joke? Is like, oh, you marry, like you get married, and that's when you like stop having sex. That's the joke, right?
That is the old game. Yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of,
games.
Oh no, go ahead. I got to hear this.
Going back to a previous conversation we were having about the Chelsea Green thumbnail. So
from an hour and a half ago for those track.
It all ties around. You gotta listen to the whole show to get the entire bits on this thing.
It's true.
Everybody.
The lore is deep in this conversation.
But I did that article on my phone on Tuesday. The Chelsea Green, I've never been creamed on like this before. So I did that article on my phone. So I had to save the photo of Chelsea Green with the cake on her face on my phone. So every day since Tuesday, I just send that photo to my wife, and I'm just like, tonight.
You're awful. Oh, she just rolled her eyes and was like, all right, fine. You suck.
I'll send it right now and see what she says. I don't know. I think she's watching, but
she's already blocked your number.
She'll block me at some point.
Exactly. All right, let's see what we're doing this.
All right, I'm gonna try to like mark out her name.
Yeah,
there we go, everybody. Hey, that's my wife.
Awful. Oh, it's just like the other day when you were showing the concert on your phone.
Yeah, and she kept messaging me. Like, baby, you're gonna dox yourself out here.
Could be worse. So AEW introduced the national title on Dynamite.
God, yeah, that was.
And some NWA wrestlers. Did they fast track, by the way, the Mondo victory? Did they fast track showing that on NWA because he had won it? Because we make the joke 6 months ago, and it's not much of a joke, but like they were showing the Mike Mondo title.
No, because the title was announced on Wednesday, and NWA airs on Tuesday, so they wouldn't have known this.
So did they just pull out the match and like show it?
No, it legitimately like it aired on Tuesday, so it just happened to like line up that it aired on Tuesday's show.
Because in kayfabe, Mondo just won the title on Tuesday, even though he's had it since August, I think.
Yeah, August 16th is when this show took place, they just now aired it on November 4th.
Well, apparently it's not just that title that some people in NWA are having problems with. The Shockwave trademark is being battled over. Brandon Thurston at WrestleNomics reported the details, but September 6, 2024, AEW filed to trademark AEW Shockwave under, quote, intent to use. The rumor was that AEW Shockwave was a show that was possibly going to happen, but it has not come to fruition. On September 23rd, 2024, the NWA filed its own application to register NWA Shockwave under use in commerce because they ran a series of YouTube shows called NWA Shockwave back in 2020. It was a short-lived show, but it existed, and then they brought back the name for some events in January 2025. So now there's this whole contention about who actually not only owns the Shockwave name, but also who wants it effectively. Sean, do you want the name Shockwave? Should we be Shockwave Select?
It's like such a, of all the things to be in a battle over, so to speak, and like it is a hell of a lot more of a reason for NWA to be like, hey now, than the national title. It's just like, bro, the other options are like digital media championship. Like, come on. Like, it's getting pretty specific. Like, we're getting to the point to where, like, if Fightful instituted a title, it's the Fightful morning show, in parentheses, specifically from 10 a.m. to noon championship.
Shit, I hope
I saw all the national title stuff, and I was like, well, okay, first off, let's be real about this. The NWA unified that with the United States Championship in the mid-'80s, and guess where that title is right now? It's sitting in WWE right now. That's where that is. They didn't bring it back until like 97. We're talking about the lineage and the history. That's over at WWE right now. So ain't either one of them got it. But I'm going to have some more details on this title belt on Fightful. But a reader hit me with a comment. And guys, I haven't watched your show yet. Don't know if you mentioned this, but
are we in trouble?
No.
Okay.
Where did Tony Khan say that the title would be defended and competed for?
ROH.
On ROH.
And New Japan Strong.
And well, New Japan Strong doesn't exist. CMLL.
He never said that. He never said that. People confuse that he said, because he said, I've talked to other promoters, and then people.
Well, it's going to be, just so you know, it's going to be. There you go.
But he never said that.
I would imagine pretty soon a gentleman named Andrade is going to be able to at least work in Mexico.
Oh. It's the Andrade title. That rules.
It's the Andrade title.
I don't think I think it's the Swerve and Lashley title is what I think it is.
Oh,
or not the Swerve and Lashley. I think it's the Lashley and Ricochet title. But
see, I was hoping Lashley would win, and then they tell him, like, hey, you're going to go defend this in Mexico and Japan and Europe. And Lashley's like, nah, we ain't doing that, dude. I ain't going to these countries to defend this title.
It is funny because MVP, who is the source of a lot of the information regarding the stories about him, is always like, not a dirt sheet guy. And I'm like, well, you don't have to like us, but you do provide us the information quite a bit. But, like, I think that he is of the belief that, like, a bunch of people, like, in the media hate the booking of the Hurt Syndicate. And I'm like, most of us like
it.
Yeah. Most of us love it.
Rules that most they don't want to lose.
Yeah, most of us are stoked to see Bobby Lashley and Shelton Benjamin just destroying some donks. Hell yeah. Give me that. I've been waiting for this push for Shelton Benjamin for 20 years. What do you mean?
I just like the idea of Lashley winning the national title and never defending it, because it's just like, nah, that doesn't work for me. And no one's going to stop him because Lashley's so damn big that it's just like, nah, we're done.
I feel like it's like the Step Brothers things where it's like, man, could you imagine if Shelton Benjamin got this push when he was 25? And it's like, even better. He got it when he was 50. Like, it's even better. Oh, man.
I'm all for them just wrecking dudes and never losing. It's fantastic.
While we're here, I want to welcome Jordan to the team. I want to welcome Ishan to the team. They will be joining this weekend. Also, I want to welcome Wrestle Votes and TC to the team. We announced that on Thursday to a unanimous joy from our subscriber base. I'll say that. From our subscriber base, they are going to be doing a Q&A show every single week. They're going to be doing Wrestle Votes Radio, which has a lot of news on Thursdays every single week. We are going to be adding a lot of stuff in 2026. I did have somebody say, is Jimmy going to hike the prices up? And the answer is probably, but you can lock in your year-long prices now. Man, every day I try to give people their money's worth because I know that investing in pro wrestling news and content is a luxury and not a necessity. So I hope that you guys will consider checking out FightfulSelect.com. I am adding new shows. I've been talking to Jeremy about possibly adding like a monthly show. What'd you just giggle about?
that you know, like, yeah, Jeremy's gonna do a monthly show. Like, he doesn't do a show 5 days a week.
I want it to be different. I want you to basically talk shit about all the aggregators.
Oh, I can do that. I kind of do that on this show, but I can definitely do that.
Listen, Joel and I have had some frank thoughts and conversations about possibly doing the Impact show over there. TBD. But yeah, we appreciate you guys showing us some love and all that stuff. It means an awful lot. If you guys didn't know, YouTube has been screwing creators very, very badly. Like canceling channels. The algorithm is just miserable. It's really bad. So please support your favorite creators, even if you can't spend money. But guys, it's been a long week. I feel like Jeremy with 5 kids, except mine are cats.
I have 12.
Yeah, I've gotten. I checked my app. I've got 8 hours of sleep since Sunday.
Oh, that's not great.
I feel like Joel, honestly.
What?
I gotta tell the story. Right quick. So I'm on the way to. It involves you, Sean. I'm on the way to. Yeah, he knows what I'm about to say. I'm on the way to pick up one of the kids from their millions of activities, and Sean gives me a call, just like give me an update on things. Like, and so we're talking. And I'm like, oh, one of the kids is about to get in the car. Just like watch the language and everything. And like the 3rd word out of his mouth is shit. And like I let that slide. I'm like, okay, it's fine. And then like the 5th word out of his mouth is fuck. And that's when I'm like, Sean, I said there was gonna be a kid in the car.
Listen, it's not my fault that you're out there throwing Pokeballs at these kids and collecting them. Like, it's not my problem. I don't need to change the way that I conduct my life because you have children, okay? Not my fault.
Gonna start.
I came to the wedding. I was there. I did my part.
This is hilarious, by the way. Someone saying you start dumping on YouTube and they drop an ad.
Yep. Go figure. Send half of those 12 kids to live with Sean. No, thank you. Listen, on a cat, I am $3,500 deep in the last week and 8 hours of sleep in. And she's looking optimistic right now. So that makes me very, very happy. But what was Sean's reaction to Jeremy jumping off the house? In my backyard wrestling days, I jumped off of a shoot house. Granted, it was on a trampoline, but I did jump off of a house. I jumped out of a tree. I explained this to Reg too. We talked about our backyard wrestling finishers, and I would do a Van Terminator out of a treehouse across the trampoline. And as I said, they hated to see me coming because there's no way I was safe with that thing. I figured I'm little. How bad could it hurt my friends that are bigger than me? Probably significantly, because I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't take that. But
hey, Sean, you want to come to Toronto at the end of January?
I would love to. I need to get my passport renewed. And honestly, blessing in disguise that my passport wasn't renewed, because I would have been there last weekend and I would have left depressed.
That's fair.
So that could have been a butterfly effect, though, to where if you were at the games, they might have had a different outcome. So you never know.
Yeah, possibly. So Crown Rage, thank you very much for saying I have a sick cat too. Hope yours gets better. There were times, when these incredible costs hit, like I do okay, but still, we got a budget. It's 2025. It's insane. But the way that I think about it is this. We didn't think our cat would be around on Monday morning. We thought it'd be gone. And if you would tell me, oh, well, you can pay $3,500 and just get the next 3 nights with her, I would have done that in a heartbeat. Like, no question, without a doubt, like if she had been gone. So, oh, man, I'm exhausted. Please follow me on Facebook. Please follow Fightful on Facebook. We finally got that monetized, so I just want to say that. And Fightful Select, working on the debunkathon. I can tell you, Marina Shafir and Tony Storm are not married.
What?
To claim they were, but
what? All right,
Ruthless Attitude has. I have my source, Sean. Ruthless Attitude has said they are married.
Damn it! I'll see you guys later.
All right,
Sean.
Take care, Sean. You know what I didn't get to tell him?
What?
On Monday, it's a big celebration, Jeremy. Get your streamers, get your hats, get your banners. It's day 1700.
Oh, God.
That's
you
right.
0 title defenses. You're like a New Japan title holder.
Doesn't matter. Title holder's a title holder. Fightful champion. It'll be 1,700 days on Monday. Everyone get ready. Get ready to kiss the ring.
Kiss the ring.
That's right.
You don't have the title, much less a ring.
That's true. I should get a ring made. 1,700 days. Are y'all surprised? You shouldn't be surprised. All right. So what's your plan? Are you gonna be on Team NWA or Team AEW? Team Shockwave.
I'm on Team NWA because they might give me a booking job potentially. That's not true at all. I have no shot at that. But I feel like I got a better shot with NWA than I do AEW. And I
don't think so. Have you seen the stuff that we've pitched on this show that have suddenly shown up?
True.
$1 million match suddenly showed up
the
day we talked about it.
Okay, I think I have a better shot at AEW doing actual stuff. NWA, I have a better job of doing the stuff that I want to do. That's really dumb. So that's where I'm at. I don't think I have a shot at either of these spots, mind you. But yeah, AEW, I can actually pitch like good stuff that they're already using now. NWA, we can do some Ring of Hallucination stuff. We just signed Doc Gallows to our Roha this past week as well. So we're just continue to Roha, like Roll Tide, but Roha.
Roha.
Yeah. So we're continuing to build our roster at Ring of Hallucinations, and
we need Rohit Raju to join Roha.
We could probably
have Roha's Rohit Raju.
Dude, they're in a battle.
Ring of Hallucinations just needs to absorb MLW. Just buy them.
Yeah, well, I don't know if Court's selling. They got a bunch of settlement money from WWE, so they don't really need it. Yeah, Corgan's got Smashing Pumpkins money, but
I don't know how much money that is anymore.
At some point, though, like he's just gotta stop loving wrestling and just give up and just give it to me. I don't know, like buy it unless it's like $7. I'll pay $7 for NWA. Thank you. All right, so we got $14 for the NWA.
How much for that computer that I need?
You're still at like $1,000 or something. We can get NWA for much cheaper than this computer. On the actual subject of this, they're in a battle over a trademark over Shockwave, which the NWA has used like 3 times. AEW has literally never used it. And anybody who played, going back to the EWR conversation that I had yesterday, going back to EWR, Shockwave's like the first suggestion you get when you try to like enter a new show, and you can click on the little button like suggest show names. Like Shockwave is the first answer that comes up on that. Shockwave is the dumbest name for a show ever. Like, it's not creative. You didn't really put any thought into it. This is what they're battling over. Something that, again, has been used once, has been used never, and Adam Ryland has a true claim to the trademark anyway.
I am on team go home. Go home, stop watching wrestling, stop caring about it. I'm on team national title. Okay. I'm on team Braun Breaker because he kicked Logan Paul in the dick on Monday, apparently. Caught him right in the pills. That means that Braun Breaker, going back to Monday, won the week in wrestling. Unless somebody else gets kicked in the dick tonight. I don't think anyone got kicked in the dick on Dynamite. So Logan Paul,
I don't remember.
Braun Breaker he won thanks to an assist from Logan Paul being open about dick kicking in wrestling. Shockwave was a cool Transformer, probably the coolest one.
Was it okay? There was a Shockwave I didn't watch Transformers. I mean, I watched the new stuff, but I don't remember Shockwave being a Transformer. I have no memory retention, but I'll watch like any Michael Bay film because.
Oh no, the old school one.
Oh,
Shockwave was the one who had the Transformer where the Puma came out of his tape deck.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, that was the best. God, the national.
Oh, is that the one they made like racist in the new Transformers?
Wasn't that Jazz?
I don't know.
Wait, made racist?
Yeah.
What did
No, like the Transformer wasn't racist. Sorry.
They just use like racist tropes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Someone's gonna have to. Yeah, Shockwave was in the Michael Bay one. Someone's saying. So maybe it was Soundwave.
Soundwave.
Soundwave is the one with the
That's the one that
the titty window that pops open.
Oh, okay.
So basically, all this to say, Shockwave belongs to the Transformers, even though they don't.
Okay.
Apparently,
They
did
should
that.
make a Shockwave title, honestly.
They should, and give it to Andrade. He walks through the door because he sent shockwaves through the wrestling industry. Oh, he's got to go again.
That would actually be a hilarious bit if they gave this Shockwave title to Andrade, and he's like you with the Fightful title. He just never defends it, never shows up or anything. Because it's a double entendre of Andrade never shows up because reasons and everything, and Shockwave never actually existed in AEW despite Swerve going on vlogs and being like, yeah, we got to deal with Fox. Hilarious that Swerve did that, by the way. A lot of respect to him for that. So it's a double entendre with the Shockwave title. Maybe a triple because you're just adding a title for the sake of adding a title that you're never going to defend. So I'm for this Shockwave title idea, but only Andrade can hold it. And it just never gets defended. And it gets vacated whenever Andrade leaves again. And then he gets it back whenever he returns.
Every month he comes in and it's just Don Callis standing there waiting to give him the title back.
More gold for the Don Callis family. They would love that.
Yeah, it'd be perfect.
Right? Yeah.
Hold on. I found Shockwave the Transformer. We need to differentiate between the two. Let me pull this up because this is important. We are accurate people who run this show. Yeah, Tony Storm is married to Marina Shafir.
Okay.
We have established this. Here we go. Okay, so this is
What the
Shockwave.
hell is that thing?
Shockwave, allegedly.
That's like the Grimace the Transformer out here. What the fuck?
got one eye and everything. That's Shockwave.
Okay, sure.
Not to be confused with Soundwave, which is the one with the titty window.
Oh, all right.
That's the one I like the most. Soundwave. He's the OG.
Glad we're accurate with our Transformer lore out here.
As we should be. Hold on, let me get Soundwave here. Oh, God, why does it have to be a WebP file? Can I do WebP files on this?
What is WebP? Like, what is this? This is the most bullshit thing I've ever seen in my life.
It's people who don't want you to. Yeah, I got to do this. Ah, it's so stupid. It's people who don't want you to take their stuff effectively.
But all their images are images from other people anyway. It's not like their images
It's got to be
original.
It's got to be a condensed something or other.
Whatever. I just screenshot it, and that's how I use
That's a
it.
good way to do it. I can't do that with like WWE stuff anymore, which really sucks. Because whenever it happens, I get the black screen because of the DMCA, the DCHP. Yeah. So anyway, so all this to say that once again, this is Shockwave, the one-eyed monster, and this is Soundwave, the titty window.
Okay.
Yeah. With the big gun on the top.
Yeah, he gets boombox coming out of there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Sure.
The more modern one. The other ones were better.
Sure. I watched those Transformers movies because I respect Michael Bay, a true genius of our time.
Well,
but I don't have any memory retention when it comes to this stuff.
Just give the titles to Andrade. Let him walk in and grab them whenever he wants. Let him defend them in Mexico. Perfect. Doesn't need to be the Lashley title. It doesn't need to be the Swerve title. No, you've got international titles for that. You've got the unified titles for that. You'll be fine. Have the Shockwave National NWA AEW title just for Andrade.
Okay.
Walk in, call everyone Perro, and just walk out.
I think Michael Bay should book a wrestling promotion.
No, we got Lucha Underground, and that was probably the best Hollywood director would ever get with this stuff.
Lucha Underground ruled. So
yeah, I know, but I'm saying that was the best we were going to get.
I will pay tribute to Michael Bay in my wrestling promotion, Ring of Hallucinations, or National Wrestling Acid, whenever I get the NWA.
So didn't we have something else? It was not National Wrestling and Narcotics, National Narcotics Wrestling Association.
Yeah, Narcotics Wrestling Association. Yeah, I kind of like that one better, actually.
That was the name. Yeah, everything would just be an exploding something match.
Yeah, the rule.
Terrible. Anyway, what else do we have to talk about?
Apparently they're gonna do Alistair and Cody. Okay.
We talked about this. We
Yeah,
we
'cause
said they would
there's-
do this. Sorry, Corey Hayes, you don't get it on this one. We called everyone called this one. Like, okay, listen, if Corey got it from someone in WWE that it's happening, sure, good for you. But like, oh, they're cleaning the windows again here. They're not
Oh,
here.
can you put them? Can you put them on
Not
screen
yet.
again?
No, they're on here. When they do here on Monday, I will get them. But they're doing this window anyway.
Just put them on. Yeah, we should get an interview with them again.
We'll do it next time when they come on this side. Yeah, the stuff with Corey Hayes. Yeah, if you got it on the record, great. But like, we talked about this. It's like there's no one else who could possibly face Cody at this point. And it felt like whoever won the Damian Priest, Aleister Black feud.
That's not over though, is it? Didn't they just do like video packages last week?
They'll do one more stupid match. It'll end up doing a triple threat of some sorts between the three of them. And because it's just what they do, and it's going to be Cody beating both guys because why not? I'm very excited for Aleister Black doing the Black Mass. Oh, Arn, it's time to leave MLW. Leave your child behind. Come and join Cody to block the Black Mass for him one more time.
Arn ain't bumping, brother. Come on.
Could you imagine if Arn's like, no, I want to do it right this time for Cody. Bring me back. I'm going to do it right this time for Cody. Cody's like, you want to take the kick? No, I'm going to pull out my gun.
I mean, they should. That would be great if he actually like went full gun on him, you know? I feel like WWE would get kicked off the air, but like they need to do something right now.
Listen, if like almost 30 years ago they did it with they pulled guns on TV before in WWE. 30 years ago, they didn't get kicked off then. You can do it now.
It's close.
Yeah, well, it didn't happen.
Yeah.
I just love the idea of Arn being like, no, I'm ready to do it right this time. Everyone being like, oh, you mean you're ready to take the kick? No, I'm ready to pull out my gun.
I mean, I feel like most of their fans would appreciate a gun on television, honestly.
It's a no disqualification match. Why? There would be so many because all of your non-wrestling friends who know that you watch wrestling, that you know it's fake, right? They're always the people who are like, it's no disqualification. I would just bring a gun. Well, I'm sure those fans would absolutely love to see it because eventually it's like, yeah, but a gun. Oh, he did the thing that he was supposed to do. Realest wrestler ever.
I'm for this. I'm for gun lore and less mist lore. I don't need any of that stuff.
What if he can spit bullets?
Oh, who did that? Like
Spit
there had to be
bullets?
like some character with like spit bullets, right?
Yeah, I forget. It was a comic book character who did that.
I don't follow the comics, so I don't know. But someone definitely did that.
Yeah. I'm gonna look it up anyway. You want to do that? I mean, they all love doing. Was it from? No. Where's it from?
John Wick as a wrestler would be badass.
That's true.
Honestly.
Anyway, whoever could do it, that's the. They all love quoting all the comic book characters they know.
Yeah.
They all take their gimmicks. The Mask.
Oh, the Mask. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Jim Carrey did do it as the Mask. Lexus, Texas.
Go to hell, Louis.
To transition from that, I got an update from my wife who said maybe. That's not a no.
But you got a reply from Ava Adams about having to talking about her WrestlePalooza experience.
No, I never got that reply, unfortunately.
Very sad.
Yeah, I gotta try. I'll try again.
Have to explore other avenues.
Yeah.
Oh man, what else do we have to talk about?
Nothing.
Oh, actually, there was one thing from TNA that was the most us book gimmick ever. Do you want to apply for Mr. Elegance?
Oh.
So for those who didn't see this, and God bless you if you didn't, because it's TNA, they're looking for a male member of the Elegance. At which point, MXM collection collectively woke up and said, "Wait a minute." They would be upset if they didn't have a deal with AEW and got paid every week. So anyway, they want a male member of the Elegance. And I was like, this is the most us gimmick they've ever thought of. You get a 1-year TNA contract, so not us. and you get to join the Elegance. They're basically doing Meat. They're doing Pretty Mean Sisters inducting Meat, and like eventually Meat is going to become. So Sean Stasiak's coming back to wrestling is really what I'm getting at here.
You think so?
No, I think it's going to be
think...
Fabian Eichner is actually the name that I think it's going to be.
Fabian, that's Giovanni Vinci,
yeah,
right?
Giovanni Vinci.
Okay.
BRG by Elegance. Oh, that's
okay.
a good one too.
That's
BRG by Elegance.
So
they should find someone really ugly and just bully him for the next 15 years.
I thought about this when I saw the whole bit last night. And the issue with it is like you got to do like wrestling stuff apparently because they were all in the ring. I did think, what if we like submitted something? Like I would record it on the air and submit it, and I could add the Jeff Hardy elbow drop. I could add the Psychosis leg drop to show off my great wrestling skills. I can even do like the Sting reveal on there. Like
that gets you an automatic deal.
Yeah. So I have moments of entertainment every now and again on these shows that I've done over the years, and moments of wrestling tropes on these shows. So I think I should like actually submit something to this.
I mean, I think it would be very funny. I don't think I can submit anything because I've never done anything physical.
You're
on the
coward.
show.
That's
just
why.
that. But also, you should have Macklin in the video. Just be like,
what if I got? Hold on. What if I got an endorsement from Macklin for this video?
You know what?
Can we message Macklin and be like,
No. I'm seeing him this weekend. It's going in the interview now.
Okay. Yeah, can we ask Macklin to endorse me for Mr. Elegance? I think that'd be fantastic if we can tack on Macklin endorsing me for this.
Oh, we're doing it. It is on my list. I don't keep many questions. I just keep some notes with this guy because at this point it's Macklin. We know what we're doing. It's just this is one.
I thought of these ideas last night of how I can like do this, of doing like Zeno Arset telling me Google Snowflame. Trust me, you'll love this character instantly. I don't know. I don't trust you, Zeno Hour. When you say trust me, I don't trust you. So I thought of like the ideas of like how to do this, like on the show type of thing. And I thought like, my wife could beautify me a little bit, and I don't know what I do. Just like use like a powder or something. I have no idea. I don't know how makeup works, folks. And it takes a lot to fix this face, okay? But I thought she could like do that as I'm like doing my big spiel to try to be Mr. Elegance. And yeah, I could throw in like the highlights of my elbow drop and my leg drop and anything else that I've done. Oh, I could even put I can put Ryan says cream like Chelsea. I've had a pie thrown in my face. So, or cake, not a pie. I had cake thrown in my face, so I could put that clip on there, show that I'm like all about the physical comedy with things. There you go. Look at that. It's still there. That's my Bryan Danielson tribute there. He did blood. I did cake. We are the same. I can do this. Right? And then if Macklin endorses me on top of all of this,
brother, you're going to join the TNA writing crew before you know it. You thought it was going to be AEW or maybe MLW or maybe ROH or maybe this. No, you're getting TNA, baby. You, Dreamer, and Delirious in a room together. Which one balks first? It ain't going to be you. I trust you.
Oh yeah. I can do the cranberry bit, where the blood got poured on me, the cranberry blood.
Can you bring back the episode of the Spotlight? No, it wasn't Spotlight. It was Distraction, where you went the entire show with the cough just for the syrup reveal.
Oh yeah, that was good.
That was some acting.
Yeah, I mean, I did pretty well with my fake sling this past week as well. Yeah. I kept that the entire show.
That's true
as well. I'm really I'm really good at this when I commit to these things, and I commit to the bit, folks. Like I'm really good at the things that I do. Total narcotics and arson. There you go. Grace has got it. Oh man, I could put together like actually halfway decent like reel to be Mr. Elegance. All right, folks. We got to get the Macklin endorsement above everything though. Like
If you
that's
can
gonna
give
really
me-
tie it together.
If you can get me the individual clips, I'll put fancy transitions in music, and we'll get it done.
Okay. Oh yeah, the black goo. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
That's what we're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, the coughing and everything. All right, I gotta find all of this shit. Like I've
Yeah, that's the thing. If you want to spend the
Done a
time
lot.
finding the clips and clipping them out and sending them to me, put it on a Google Drive. I'll put
I
it.
can clip one. Well, I mean the elbow drop's already on there, so that's an easy clip. Yeah, the rest of it,
Oh God, diving off the house has to be there, and then the aftermath.
diving off the house.
Yeah, the house jump.
Yeah, the elbow drop. That's
Yeah,
what I
the
said.
elbow drop. Oh, sorry. I thought you meant the psychosis leg drop.
No. Yeah, all right. I'll see. I might have time this weekend. Hopefully, it's
Not much
supposed
else
to be
going on.
too busy. Yeah. All right. I'll try to put some clips together, and so we can do this, and then live on the air on Monday. I will live on the air on Monday. I will do like my big setup of like, hey, you should consider me for Mr. Elegance because I do blah blah blah, and then like
Star wipe.
yeah.
Yeah, don't worry.
I'll do like my voiceover on Monday live on the air, and then you got to piece it together, Joel, and put the video together. We add the Macklin endorsement, and then I submit for Mr. Elegance.
We're gonna do it. It's gonna be great.
I think this is good.
I think this is awful, but it should be fun. We're gonna do it. There we go. What else do we have? Should we get the Tanahashi thing from
Oh,
Soul?
sure. Go for it.
Do you need, as if you need another short from today's
I don't
whatever
know
this was?
what short I'm going to do.
Who will be Hiroshi Tanahashi's final opponent? Well, his final match is coming soon. It's upon us. Fightful Select reported that the subject of Tanahashi's opponent has been heavily speculated, and we've learned more about the plan. As of November 6th, the match wasn't officially announced and delivered, but we have been told that the candidates are down to 3 possibilities. A decision will be revealed in the next week or so, and New Japan Pro Wrestling plans on conducting a press conference to announce their plans. Fightful had reported that Shinsuke Nakamura was discussed internally, but was seen as a quote-unquote pipe dream. He's not expected to be the opponent. Fightful has mentioned numerous times that Kazuchika Okada and Kenny Omega have been considered as well. Who will be Hiroshi Tanahashi's final opponent? Tune in to a New Japan press conference at 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, or just pay attention to our website because we'll have the info for you. It should be Jericho.
That'd be hilarious if it's Jericho, honestly.
Full circle,
I'd be for
baby.
that. I'd
Free
be for
agent Chris Jericho, his first free agent booking, January 4th at the Dome. It's got to happen.
Okay, I'm looking at Snowflame. Oh, he does a cocaine punch? Okay,
Oh,
I'm
that's
already
it.
in. I'm
That's
in.
it. Yep.
So is he a druggie?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, is he in Peacemaker? Like, is he in the scene of Peacemaker? I'll watch it if he's there. By inhaling cocaine, Snowflame is capable of granting himself superhuman strength, speed, and immunity to pain, pyrokinesis, and the ability to give targets an instant contact high by touching them. All right, I'm in on this dude. Is he in legitimately any movie? I don't read comics. I can't read. But is he in any movies or anything or television shows? Because I'm in.
I don't know. We'll have to find out. Chat. Let them know.
Yeah, somebody let me know if he's actually. No, he's not. All right, that's unfortunate. Why do you tease me like that, Zeno Hour? I thought I could watch him in action. All right, I'm gonna write a Snowflame television pilot now.
Your weekend's gonna be full of.
I know. I got a very
One,
busy
two.
weekend. I gotta find clips from old shows, and I gotta write a television pilot for a character I've never heard of until today.
Well, it all starts tonight. SmackDown at the Bolsacourt Wellness Arena in Greenville, South Carolina, 8 p.m. Eastern. You know where?
What is this accent?
Bolsacourt. It's French.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The lineup includes Charlotte Flair versus Nia Jax, of course.
Yeah, I can't wait for that match. I hope they just shoot on each
They're
other.
just gonna shoot on each other. That's it.
That's one of my favorite matches when they get legitimately pissed and just throwing bombs on each other. And then they like tried to run it back the next week, and everyone knew it was fake. It's like, this is lame now. Like, nah, actually start punching each other again.
Who's going to be Nia Jax's tag team partner for the inevitable Allies of Convenience tag title match?
Michin. Returning Michin.
It's going to be B-Fab and Nia Jax versus the Allies of Convenience.
The answer is always Michin.
There's got to be someone, like someone saying Lash, like Ryan saying Lash in the chat.
Lash is a babyface, I thought.
Yeah, why would you want to turn Lash legend? She's a legend. Her name is Lash.
Jada?
No relation to Lash LaRue.
Jada Parker?
Sure, Jada Parker. Why not? But she's also people like her. I would consider her a heel.
She's more heelish than babyface.
It's going to be Kalani Jordan. TNA Knockouts World Champion.
Well, then you'll still be mad that TNA is not being featured, even though it's on SmackDown.
They're not even. No, they're not going to bring up anything TNA related. They'll be like Kalani Jordan, who's a standout star in NXT. Don't ask questions. She's going to no belt, no nothing. They're not even going to mention TNA because the partnership is not with WWE. It's with NXT. Anyway, we'll see who it is, but they're going to add somebody. It's going to be somebody you've already known and seen. The U.S. Women's Championship is on the line. Julia, who just beat the record, going up against the woman who held the record, Chelsea Green. Chelsea should recapture.
It's very funny that Chelsea was like, I need to prevent her from breaking the record, and they clearly didn't math well enough because she broke the record already.
Whoopsie. They should just have Chelsea win. I'm telling you. Chelsea holding the U.S. championship, Ethan Page holding the North American title, and both of them being the AAA mixed tag title holders. That's perfect. Let's just go with it.
I'm for it. Chelsea Green rules. It's not like Julia's done anything. She's held the title for 133 days. Do you know who she's defended the title against, Joel, in her 2 title defenses? Michin. And Zelina Vega. She did have a rematch against Zelina Vega.
Doesn't count.
Michin was the other person she has defeated.
Amazing. Ray Phoenix takes on Tala Tonga. You know that Tala Tonga is really tall. And the U.S. Championship Open Challenge. Ilya Dragunov versus TBD. Cody and Jade will both be on the show, not together. They'll be separately featured. One is the world champion, one is the women's champion. So looking forward to that. I'm sure that we'll get the Jade versus Tiffany rematch or the start to the build.
God.
They're War Games.
No.
Oh, too bad.
Stop
Meanwhile,
it.
AEW Collision is live. It's not taped, and it is Saturday.
I'm going to spoil it anyway.
I mean, they're all blood and guts advantage battle matches that have been...
Brian Danielson has tipped me off, and I'm going to spoil it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Match 3 for the men, Roddy Strong, John Moxley.
John Moxley wins.
Wow, the heels are going to have an advantage in blood and guts?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
John Moxley wins.
Yeah, John Moxley wins. Sky Blue versus Jamie Hayter. That's match number 2 for the blood and guts advantage battle.
Who won the first? Oh, Jamie Hayter wins.
And then match 3, if necessary, Harley Cameron, number 1 contender for the ROH Women's Championship, for a match that will happen on November 20th on Honor Club, and not a final battle as some people predicted. And I told you all, no, I thought it would at least be on the pre-show for Full Gear. No, it'll be on the
that
TV.
Shit on ROH TV. That's hilarious.
Oops. No one likes Harley. No one thinks she's a perennial candidate for this. All right, sure. Harley Cameron and Tekla, match 3, if necessary.
Tekla wins, right? They're not gonna beat Tekla. I don't think.
I mean, Harley Cameron might just beat Tekla because they got to build Harley's momentum for that big tag team, or so for that big title run.
Like, I kind of think she should win because
I think the women are going to have the advantage. The babyface women are going to have the advantage, and the heel men are going to have the advantage. They're going to flip-flop it because for some reason wrestling loves to do this whole like, well, one gender gets one, then we're just going to flip it for the other. It's like, you don't have to do it. If the trope is that the heels have the advantage, it's okay to have the heels have the advantage for the match where the babyfaces are fighting from behind. You can do that. But no, they're going to flip-flop it, and they're going to give Harley the momentum going into the November 20th match.
Okay. I mean, maybe. I'm okay if Harley wins. That's fine. I think, here's what I think. Here's what I think. They should do a no contest in the third match, and no one gets the advantage in the War Games match. And I have 2 ideas here. Walk with me on both of them.
Okay.
The first is they enter at the same time. So you get both of them entering at the same time. So baby faces and heel enter at the same time during the match. The second is they do a random draw. And so for all you know, like the heels could have like a 5-on-1 advantage during the match. And then the baby faces start slowly coming in as it goes in. Because the match can't end until everybody's in the ring, right? So even the 5-on-1 advantage, they just beat the shit out of the babyface, but like the babyface can't quit. And then the other baby faces start coming in. But then when you want to do the finish, let's say Harley Cameron starts and she's down 5-on-1, 6-on-1 maybe. And then once everybody gets in the ring, then it would make sense for like Harley Cameron being the one to give up. She's like, I've been getting my ass beat by 6 women for 20 minutes now. Yeah, I'm over this. I give up. I quit. That's how I would book out on this. Fresh ideas, folks. You people with your the heels get the advantage and we book the same and the war games all the same and let's mix it up with the baby faces get the advantage. No.
Sounds
Fresh
boring.
ideas up here.
Babyface is getting an advantage is boring too.
I agree. That's why I'm not doing any of that.
That's why everyone goes in at the same time.
That's why I'm not doing any of that. I got my own ideas.
They
out here.
airdrop them in one at a time.
They airdrop them.
Yeah, there's no roof on the cage.
Oh.
The roof goes down when all 6 competitors have been dropped.
All right. I don't hate this.
Yeah, if we're gonna do it, we're gonna blow the budget. If Jeff Hardy can have a random ass ladder drop from the ceiling, I can have a helicopter drop wrestlers in to the ring via a topless cage.
A topless cage.
Well, you know,
the cage is getting the titties out.
listen, whatever works. Whoever sells out the venue. Cameron Crazy season from Louis. It's true.
We like the Harley Cameron. She rules.
She does. She's gonna win that Ring of Honor Women's Championship.
I
And
hope
we're all
she
gonna be
does. Honestly,
what about Billy? And Billy's gonna be like, you know what? I quit.
I hope Harley Cameron does win the title. Honestly,
I'm sure Billy's.
I don't
gonna
think she
trust
will,
that.
but
It's gonna be good times.
I don't know.
Anyway, anything else?
I'm not better than that, MCaps. Come on now. Of all the stuff I pitch around
Yeah,
here,
pretty ridiculous shit that he's pitched.
yeah, I'm not better than any of this stuff. Just throw a bunch of stuff. I'm sorry for bringing originality to wrestling.
Speaking of Ridge, you mentioned originality. Before we head out, there is a GoFundMe set up for Rich Holland and his family. Many people have donated. His wife is the person who had set that up. And if you have,
Is it like that? It's legit.
as far as
I
I'm
saw people like donating, so I was hoping it was legit. But
I saw
didn't-
Sean posting it as well, and I think Sean was going to look into its veracity.
he didn't
And if
mention
he's
anything.
posting about it,
Well, I know like the Bucks donated and Chelsea and Cardona, a couple other people. But yeah, I didn't know because I didn't know who that person was that set it up. I don't know his wife's name. I don't keep up with stuff like that. That's their own business.
True.
So I don't know, but I assume it is legit if these people are like donating and stuff. I hope it is. Like, let's not scam people out of GoFundMe money here.
yes. So hopefully it is legitimate. It has been. Sean has posted who has been donating to it.
Yeah.
That typically will, to me, start the veracity. Maybe not his wife. Maybe could be a family friend. My mistake.
Yeah,
But,
I don't know.
We will see. There are many people who have gotten into it. I'm seeing a lot of names. Seeing a lot of familiar names.
I would hope that because the people who have donated that they know it's on the up and up, but also wrestlers just stupid and
I'd like
they
to
might
think
just
that
see
someone-
it.
I'd like to
and-
think like some of these people have reached out to
I
Luke
would hope.
directly and said, "Hey, this you?" And Luke be like, "Yeah, it's me." So
I would hope.
yeah,
But
well, I see like Omos is given some money.
Like, I'm always just skeptical of these things. You know how many scams there are in this line of business, Joel.
Boy,
You know,
do
people
I.
ran with that. What's going on?
So, boy, do I.
People ran with that AJ Lee Facebook story. It's like, oh, AJ Lee is like, you got to look into these things. AJ Lee doesn't have a Facebook, at least a verified one that she like posts on and everything. Like, but people just run with shit. Like, no, you got to actually look into this stuff.
We have to get going. So
Oh, all right.
okay.
Are you under attack?
No, the window person is starting to come down, but it's not even that. I do have to get going because people have things to do in this house, Jeremy.
Okay, all right. Well, it's Friday, so we got to attend to a couple of manners before we get out of here. It's Friday. Everyone knows what Friday means.
Mana, the final boss, and here we go. This is how good. The final. God damn, that's good shit.
And here we go. Oh, the window washer. Oh, man. Oh, that was biting. That's good shit. But man, I'm going to put this in my Elegance brand video of like, I'm willing to drink tequila. I don't know. I'll come up with something a little bit better than that. Oh man, that was really bite. I don't know what happened there. Like that was like really, really biting.
Went down the wrong pipe.
Yeah, no, it wasn't even that. Like I don't know what it was. Like it was just a little bit stronger than usual. I mean, drunk as hell now, just off that one little shot. I'm going to take a nap. Fuck. Joel, what did we accomplish today?
Lawsuits mean nothing. Jeremy should be Mr. Elegance. GoFundMe's need to be vetted before you report them. In this case, it was a legitimate one, at least as far as we understand. If you want to be the final opponent for someone in their retirement feud, you should probably, work on getting that a little bit easier. And finally, in wrestling, if you kick somebody in the dick, you win for the entire week. Congratulations, Braun Breaker.
I think the biggest thing we accomplished today is follow Steven Jensen for all your betting advice. He's the only person you should follow for any and all betting advice because Steven Jensen bets on everything.
He is the better.
It's starting to pour rain here, by the way.
Oh, it's starting to clear up here. It's just in our windows.
Pouring out there. I just heard it come down.
Well, we're going to get out of here. Go enjoy your weekends, everyone. Hopefully a not so busy one. We back on Monday. We're back. It'll be day 1700 for this guy and his Fightful Championship. Everyone get ready for a big old celebration, maybe. I might just be tired. But anyway, for Jeremy Lambert, you know who I am. You know who he is because I just said his name. 10 a.m. Eastern, every single Monday through Friday. We're here. So leave a thumbs up on the way out. Ladies and gentlemen, friends around the mountain, beyond the binary, I can speak. I'll see you in the next one.